Global markets are riding the wave of a fragile Middle East ceasefire, reminding us just how quickly investor mood can swing when the risk dial moves. Oil is no longer just reacting to headlines, it's responding to demand. A big drop in US inventories is giving prices a fresh push upward. Over in Africa, Egypt is making serious moves to secure its energy future. Its LNG buy-up could send ripple effects through gas markets far beyond its borders. And currencies, the dollar is losing steam while the euro and others climb, all on the back of investors feeling just a bit bolder. Yesterday's zoom out for June 25, 2025, where I help you see the bigger picture. Let's start with what moved markets today. The ceasefire between Israel and Iran may be fragile, but it's doing its job. After weeks of tensions and spiking energy prices, the ceasefire sparked a global risk rally that's still going strong today. According to Reuters, Asian markets opened in the green. Tokyo's Nikkei inched up 0.3%, Hong Kong's Hang Seng gained 0.8%, and European futures are also pointing upwards. In the US, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 hit fresh record highs. Currencies also responded. The US dollar weakened and the euro jumped to its highest level since late 2021. Investors are rotating out of safe havens and into riskier assets. So what's your zoom out takeaway? Peace gives markets a chance to breathe. Investors are betting that less geopolitical heat means more room for central banks to cut rates and for businesses to keep moving. Let's talk about oil now. Oil prices are stabilizing, but not for the reasons you might expect. While the ceasefire pulled crude down yesterday, today the bounce is all about demand. New data shows US oil inventories dropped 5.8 million barrels, signaling stronger consumption at home. And that's pushed the Brent crude up 0.8% to $67.68 and WTI to nearly $65. Analysts from Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan now expect oil to settle in the $65 to $70 range, barring any other major disruptions. So what's your zoom out takeaway? This isn't just about the Middle East anymore. Markets are watching demand patterns. Strong US energy use equates to economic momentum, and that has ripple effects for global trade, freight costs, and inflation expectations. Now to Africa, where Egypt is ramping up its liquefied natural gas imports in a major way. Between July 2025 and June 2026, the country plans to bring in up to 160 shipments of LNG, according to Reuters. That's a big shift for a country that used to be an LNG exporter. It's happening as Egypt battles rising energy demand at home and limited supply due to infrastructure challenges. So what does this mean globally? Well, LNG prices are sensitive. If Egypt is buying more, there's less available for Europe and Asia, especially going into the winter stock-up period. So what's your zoom out takeaway? Egypt's domestic energy crunch could drive up LNG prices worldwide, and that matters if you rely on gas to power your home or your business. And today, the currency markets are sending a clear signal. The world is feeling cautiously optimistic. The US dollar softened and the euro hit a nearly 4-year high at around $1.16. Currencies like the Australian and New Zealand dollar also gained strength. This all reflects shifting expectations around Fed rate cuts and global risk appetite. Meanwhile, US bond yields edged lower and futures markets now see just a slim 18% chance of a July Fed rate cut. And that's down from earlier in this month. So what's your zoom out takeaway? Investors take more risk when they feel safe. That means shifting money out of the dollar and into growth-focused currencies. It's a subtle but powerful signal about how capital flows are reacting to geopolitical and monetary headlines. So, the bottom line, the global economy does not sleep. And even the smallest shifts in peace policy, or pipelines can set off a chain reaction. When the world zooms in on the noise, I zoom out so you can see the bigger picture. Which of the stories have you been following? Drop your take in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. My name remains Enyo Alunge and I'll see you tomorrow.